Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Angry Sun Zone, where today a fierce solar storm is providing real world angry sun vibes for everyone to enjoy. If your cell phone, satellite, or internet connections are acting a little fuzzy today, you can definitely count the blame on the angry sun. And with
Don't
that,
don't forget all our viewers in areas that are still undergoing a heat wave, which is slowly moving east. I think.
Yeah, we're
especially
expanding.
especially Angry Sun. So, in this special episode of the Angry Sun Zone, we are revisiting Advance Wars and
Again,
their commanding officers to analyze their music and rank that in a tier list. In this tier
yes, we
Yeah,
list,
we
we will.
recently uh, we recently went over the CO rankings in terms of their powers, so you can check that video out as well if you're feeling some nostalgia for Advance Wars. Um,
we we had to make a correction to that video.
we did.
So this is, first time out, there's always going to be problems. So this being our second tier list, it's going to be perfect, right?
Absolutely.
100%.
Sean, why don't you read off the tiers that we got here?
All right, so starting from the top, we've got Certified Banger. And then next up, It's a Jam. And if it's not a jam, it's a head bopper. And if it doesn't meet that, you can groove to it. And our bottom tier is like packing peanuts for your ears. It's the filler.
Yeah. So I I don't know if you guys agree with me, but I think that most, if not all, of the music in Advance Wars DS is pretty good. So I think that like filler is the lowest we can go. I don't think that there's necessarily any outright bad themes. Uh,
Yeah.
that that
Yeah.
that does mean that I don't know. We might be a bit harsh because just like we can't put everything in the very top tier, even if I kind of want to.
Right?
Yeah, overall, I think it actually has a fairly enjoyable soundtrack. It's actually got a lot of variety. A lot of the different factions are while some of them are somewhat themed around like a certain style of music, and so that gives you a bit of variety. And then also some of them are just totally off the wall and weird. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I mean, there's one theme in particular, and we'll get to it, but it's kind of strange because the the Game Boy and DS, like they had a weird sound chip that could sort of approximate real instruments, kind of sometimes, but then also you could just do like pure synth kind of stuff with it. And they really played around with that in a lot of the music in this game, where some of the themes are very clearly trying to basically be a sort of style that is recognizable from actual musical styles, and then other themes are just like a kind of a weird mashup where the sounds don't actually match to real instruments at all.
Yeah. Interesting to note, like in terms of the hardware stuff, is that I believe all of the music in Advance Wars DS is done through MIDI, except for actually the credit song um, that was like actual straight, uh, recording actual sound and playing that back. So interesting. And the credits music to Advance Wars DS is really really good. But we're just going to be going over the CO themes today. And
Yeah.
so I think we can get started here, and we're going to be going alphabetical order here. So let's take a listen to Adder.
I'm getting like Doom vibes here, like right off the top.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's pretty menacing.
Indeed.
Some menacing hard rock.
It's got this like weird kind of plucked string section here.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
This is one of those things where it's clearly like a virtual plucked string instrument, but does it really match any particular plucked string instrument I can think of? Not really.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't think this is one of the best names in the game. I think it's a bit generic.
It is.
Like, I would have liked to hear something that's a bit more emphasized just how much of a creep Adder is.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with you there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
fairly generic. I can
Yeah.
I can groove to it though.
oh yeah, I think that like it's. Yeah,
Put it there.
I think that's good too. I think we're in
Agreed.
agreement. Next we got
Alex's
Andy's
favorite.
Sorry, we do not. Next, we do not have Andy's theme. We have Andy's anthem.
Uh,
That's actually how it's listed in game. Now, Alex,
like it starts off okay. You got this clapping thing going on. Bit of a sort of
Yeah.
upbeat rock vibe.
the only knowledge I know of your guys' preferences of this is that Alex just did not like this one.
See, it's fine at first. It's nothing special. But see, it's the same thing over and over, and now it's already repeating.
You know what?
And I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but something about this song just is particularly irritating to me.
It kind of reminds me of a cross between, like, the first few seconds of it are like Toe Jam and Earl. And then it kind of gets into this weird cross between, like, mall music and, like, something you'd hear in an 80s workout video. I don't know.
So what you're saying is that if we slow it down 50% and like put a little bit of warble on it, it could be really good vaporwave?
Oh, probably.
Yeah. And there is a little bit of like a variation of the end, but yeah, I do agree with you, Alex, that's maybe the least dynamic theme on the soundtrack.
Yeah, it is an extremely repetitive theme. That said, I think that this theme fits Andy perfectly because Andy is a filler character who is totally generic.
Yeah.
And
you know,
you know what's actually funny? I'll just point this out now. A lot of the Orange Star themes are actually, I would argue that they are very similar in their musical style, except like it feels like as we get into some of the other Orange Star CO themes, like maybe you'll hear what I'm saying, but I feel like all the Orange Star themes are in a similar style, but Andy's anthem, just plays it too simple. It plays it too easy, and it's so boring, just like Andy.
You know, I think we've really been giving Andy like a bad rap. Like he's probably the CO that was damaged the most by just not really being in the Advance Wars DS campaign. Like it was just clone Andy there, who I don't even think he had a single line of dialogue. So, like if we got more gems, like what's an airport, then I don't know. Maybe we'd think Andy was a better character, but yeah. So Alex, I think I know where you want to put this.
I say it's filler.
Yeah,
I'm with you.
peanuts.
I'm with you.
Yeah,
Musical packing peanuts.
just sounds like styrofoam. All right. Next, we have Colin. Colin ranked very highly on our CO tier list. If you haven't checked that out, let's see if his theme can match up.
Right, immediately I love it. Like, look at this. I just want to bounce to this.
Yeah, This part's okay. I'm not the biggest fan of this part, but well, I guess to like the next section after this, I think is really good.
Yeah, got a little bridge here. Oh yeah, this is like Super Mario RPG.
I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Like this is just, it's so upbeat. It's so happy. This is the music that plays because you know you are going to win because you are playing Colin. It's triumphant, like with no content, like no concept of losing the game.
Yeah, but you're not going to hear it very often because you'll be constantly spamming that CO power.
You know what? Colin's theme really gives me that vibe of what it must feel like to have your commanding officer be a little kid.
Yeah. Yeah. Like some of the best themes in this game are the ones that like musically fit the personality of the CO, and Colin's is definitely one.
100%.
For that. All right. I don't know. I almost want to leave it up to you guys because I don't really actually want to put it very high.
I would say I'd say it's a jam personally. I don't think it's like there's a few other themes that I really really like.
You know what? I'm gonna say this, Colin. I'll give you a good ranking for money.
Whatever you want, he's only going to pay 90% of it. So negotiating with him is not a good idea. Or 80%. Sorry, holy.
You know what?
I'd rather put it in head bopper personally, but
I could see that. You know, it's sometimes it's hard too because we're early.
Yeah, we are early.
We're early in the list. Let's put it in head bopper for now.
I'm with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We should have gone backwards from last time. But then we'd start with Von Bolt, and then that would be difficult to follow up because his theme is good. All right. Next we got Drake. I was very tempted to queue up like Hotline Bling here.
Oh man, so
let's keep it serious.
So this theme is one of those ones that's like, this is a weird theme. Like you've got this like, this is like a what? Like a weird. It almost sounds like a steel banjo or something. You got this like interesting bass line.
I really love the bass drums in this.
The bass drums are awesome in here.
Drake is a big man.
Yeah, and then it's interesting because like the steel drum totally gives you a bit of that tropical vibe, but it's a bit out of place where you'd normally find a steel drum in the like the marching band like ish kind of thing.
Oh, I like that though.
I like it. I really like this theme because this theme is just like, this theme says bumbling ocean naval commander.
Yeah.
And you know what? I think this theme fits his Japanese name best. He is known as Drake in English and Mop in Japanese. And
Mop.
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
I'm feeling it.
And his Japanese Advanced Wars 1 look was just like straight pirate. Where he became a sailor for the West. Yeah, I like this theme a decent amount. I'd probably put it in head bopper as well.
Yeah, we could throw it there.
Let's do it.
I think the fact that
the
fact that it also that it matches the characters so well, I think is a point in its favor.
Yeah,
I agree.
Like it's not the sort of thing I would necessarily listen to for pleasure, but as the CO theme, it really does a great job.
I like it a bit better than Colin, personally.
I'm with you, Santa.
I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I mean, I like Colin's better, but it sounds like it might be 2 against 1 here.
All right. I mean, hey, Drake is used to being on top of the charts. All right. Next, we got Eagle, and I might make some people angry with this one. I really like this build-up part here, but as soon as
Yeah.
it gets to the main melody, I just want to turn my headphones off.
Yeah.
I cannot stand this synth tone.
It's harsh.
Yeah, but like the rest of the theme is really like
Yeah, I
cool
love this part.
and yeah, but it's just that synth tone.
Like this, like slowly building kind of guitar thing. But yeah, this is weird. I actually agree with you. This stupid high pitched like synth, it ruins what is otherwise mostly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that I think is that a lot of the older themes, like they got changed a bit for the DS version, but I don't think a lot of them got changed in ways that make them stand up with a lot of the new themes. I think a lot of the new themes for the new COs in DS are really good, and they did really good work on. But the older ones, like they still kind of sound like they're coming out of a Game Boy Advance. And
Yeah.
Eagles is the one I think suffers the most for it.
Yeah. I love Eagle as a CO, but I'm with you. This theme has problems.
Yeah. But hey, like this, we're gonna be able to hear a new version of it come December, so that's gonna be pretty good. Like the new version of Sami's theme that they had in the Advance Wars Reboot Camp trailer. Like that was some decent work done. So. I don't. So, I think it's one of the bottom two tiers, because like I can almost groove to it, almost.
I'd say I could groove to it. Yeah.
I think it belongs in the filler section, but that's
Okay, yeah.
I mean, some
You
of
know,
the. I'm just thinking.
I don't think we're gonna have a lot in the filler section, so I think being a little bit harsh on Eagle,
Yeah.
I think he deserves it.
Sorry.
Plus,
Eagle.
plus now I get revenge for the other tier list video because I get to put Eagle in the bottom tier because I don't like him very much. I still think he's better than Andy though.
yeah.
All right. Next we have Flak,
Oh my god.
the mook, the generic.
Oh yeah, we're gonna get some flack for this tier placement.
I don't know about that.
It's just like Adder's theme, but even worse.
It's like Adder's theme, but somehow like not as hard as Adder's theme is, which is weird considering how Flak is like the big hulking dumb brute and Adder's the thin creep. Like, and then it just gets weird here.
Yeah. You know, if anything, switching like Adder's theme makes more sense for Flak, and Flak's theme makes more sense for Adder.
I was actually thinking the exact same thing.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think switching those actually would work well. Got a little bit double bass here. That loops, yeah. I don't think there's much to say about it. It's fine. I think it reasonably fits for Flak just being like the low tier mook that he is.
Yeah.
Like, think about it this way. Should Flak have a bumpin' theme?
Nah.
Like, no, right? He's an idiot. Yeah. And for anybody who thinks that we're being a little bit harsh here, I guarantee you the next run of COs are going to be placed pretty high. But Flak, I kind of want to put him in the bottom tier.
You know, actual Flak is basically just filler for your cannon guns, so.
That's where he belongs.
Wow. That's I can appreciate that sideways thinking to put him in the bottom tier. Where in the bottom tier should he go though?
I would put him above Andy.
You-
Yep.
Oh man.
I'm sorry, Andy. I don't know what it is about Andy.
Andy's getting
should
some
have stuck-
flack.
You know, if he had a theme instead of an anthem, maybe he'd be able to rise above. But
Yeah.
all right, next. Here's where things start getting interesting. Here we got our first new CO for our Advanced Wars DS. We got Grimm.
Off the top,
immediate.
I love it.
Immediate, like guitars and steel drums.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
It's like someone it's like someone just dropped a rock band into like a Jamaican bar that had like some crazy like drum setup, and it's like, yes.
Yeah, and I like the play between like the lead and rhythm guitar.
Yeah.
Then we got some
Yeah.
record scratches. There's a
record
surprising amount of
scratches.
record scratches in the Advanced Wars soundtrack.
Yeah.
I really like it.
You know, this one
There's
kind of.
cool synth backing coming in here.
Yeah. This one does a lot of things that I like. I think it fits for me between Head Bopper and It's a Jam.
Oh, it's
It's a jam.
a jam for sure.
We got like a little
But is it a banger?
quiet breakdown. Oh, into that. It's got. I think it's got one of the best loops out of any of the Advanced Wars themes.
Yeah,
like
it
that bit right there where it
loops-
transitions is
It loops
really
real
good.
smooth.
Is it better than a jam, or is it a perfect jam? Does it fit there?
A perfect
Is it a jam or is it a banger? That's really close. I could lean either way on that one. Yeah.
Let's go one up and put it in a jam, and then if there's something that clearly is better than it, then it's a banger.
Yeah, I'm looking here as just like which ones do I think belong in as a certified banger, and like, yeah, maybe. It's really tough.
I kind of want to put it up.
Yeah,
I'd be
It's
open to that.
really
I do
good.
too.
Yep.
It's real good.
I love it, and it's funny too because although it's funny how like how they've used some of the same ideas in very different ways. Like, you know, the steel drum came in on Drake's theme, but in Drake's theme, the steel drum was mostly just giving you this like sort of like weird ocean vibe, which because it's got that association with a lot of music. But you don't really get that so much in Grimm's theme. In Grimm's theme, it says it's time to party.
Yeah. All right. We're our first certified banger, and next we're going from high energy to low energy because we got Grit's theme.
Love that sort of western
Yeah.
western pluck.
Finger snaps.
Bopping my head
I
already.
love the just steady bass line too. It's really good.
I can imagine him walking into a saloon and just hearing this music fill the saloon.
Walks up and orders whiskey.
A soda, please.
a
This is
long,
rated E for everyone.
a Long Island iced tea for Grit.
Yeah. I want this drink as long as my trench coat.
I want my head to be pounding like artillery in the morning.
Yeah, I like Grit's theme. It's one of the more unique ones on the soundtrack.
Yeah,
I'm
I
feeling
like
it.
it too.
It's a jam for me.
It's a jam.
definitely a jam.
All right, that's easy enough. Next, next we got Hachi.
Oh man, it's time to buy. It's time to buy things.
In Hawaii. I'm with it.
Come on, man. I can't hear that. I can't hear that ukulele without just. It just puts a smile on my face.
Yeah. Honestly.
Even though I know Hachi is about to do some broken stuff that's gonna pound my face in, I just can't help but smile.
Yeah, I'm with you.
It's soothing.
Yeah.
Like it's a very soothing song.
And it's appropriate to that. Like it's just the shop music in the game as well. but that's what plays when he's on the battlefield because it's shopping time.
Definitely a banger,
like-
and I'd put it right where you put it, Santa.
Yeah. Okay. Alex, are you in agreement?
Yeah, sure. Just put it up there. You know what? It is quite good. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that it's just like
It's funny to me.
I'm
like
not
calling
being
this, like,
ironic when I'm putting it in certified banger.
It's
by the way.
I mean, it's funny because you wouldn't normally describe like what is almost like a soothing ukulele lullaby as a banger, but it's a delightful song.
Yeah. Love it. All right. Next we got Hawk.
Got some like industrial techno coming on.
Yeah. It's very menacing. And there's, of course, that. That's in like every Black Hole theme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it though. It's
I like Hawk's theme a decent amount more than like Adders and Flaks, for example.
it's much better than Adders and Flaks.
It almost makes me feel like Hawk's theme could fit right into the Command and Conquer, like the nod side of the Battlefield kind of tunes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's some themes on here that would fit right in with Command and Conquer. But like Hawk embodies one of my favorite villain archetypes, which is the competent one. And so like I like Hawk as a character quite a bit, and I think his theme like complements that quite a bit. Like this is the theme of somebody who's gonna get shit done. He's not gonna like fuck around like Flaks just noodles off into nowhere.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd probably want to put it at like top of Head Bopper.
What I particularly like actually as well is that this melody that it had going on there it's interesting because the melody surprises you by not having the resolution that you expect it to have, which for a villain theme I love.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm with you there.
Like it feels unpredictable and a little bit off balance, which is what you're going to feel after Hawk demolishes you.
Off balance, on balance, doesn't matter.
I would put this one either at the top of Head Bopper or at the bottom of It's a Jam.
Okay. What are you feeling, Alex?
I'd say it's a jam.
Okay. You guys like it even more than I do. Nice. But still below Grit?
It's still below Grit.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Next, we got Jake's theme. Jake, he's wearing headphones. He likes his favorite thing is like DJing. He hates easy listening, which I don't know. I don't know about that. Easy listening can be pretty good sometimes. But let's hear what he brings to the table.
Not bad.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the more aggressive Orange Star themes, actually.
Yo.
I like this one a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It is a good one, yeah.
You definitely hear it a lot in the campaign.
Yeah.
It's one of the themes that, like, a lot of themes have, like, you know, the intro, the couple two main bits, and then the outro towards where it loops. And some of those can be, like, very, like, dynamic is the kind way of putting it. Disjointed would be the negative way of putting it. But I feel like Jake's moves between the sections pretty well.
It does.
Like, that like, guitar part in the back just, like, kind of keeps it all together.
Yeah. Well, and it fades a few different things in and out. Like, that one section has the record scratches that kind of differentiates a little bit.
And now here it's got the like the wah voices almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Almost sounds plucky in a little bit.
Yeah. It's also one of the longer themes.
I thought it was gonna.
Record scratch breakdown. Yeah, no, it's not looping yet.
It faked me out on the loop.
Yeah. Yeah, I like this theme a whole hell of a lot.
I love it. I think this is a good theme.
But the question is, where do we put it? Now, I know in the last tier list we did
Jake
hype up Jake's theme a bit, and we did say it was going to be a certified banger. Now that we're listening to it in the moment, does it deserve to be a banger?
Ooh.
Yeah. Musically,
Wow.
Yeah.
you know what? I would either put it at the bottom of certified banger or at the top of It's a Jam.
That's kind of where I'm thinking as well.
Yeah, like, I like it better than Grits
I do.
and worse than Hachi's. It's difficult to say whether I like this less than Hachi's or not. They're so different.
They're dramatically different.
Yeah.
You know what? The one thing for me is you hear this one a lot in the campaign, like you were saying, and I don't get sick of it. Like,
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
And
It is.
I also play Jake a ton, and I don't get sick of it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. You know what? I think we put it in. I think we say it's a banger. Yeah.
All right.
I think that cinches it for me. The fact that it is heard so much over and over in the campaign, and that you don't get sick of it is a testament to it actually being enjoyable to listen to.
It's the first one that we listened all the way through on this YouTube video.
And it's a longer theme.
Yeah. So yeah, I like it there. Is it better or worse than Hachi's theme?
I don't know. That's
Hachi's theme is going to be like a fly in the ointment.
that's
entire
apples.
time, isn't
That's
it?
Hachi's theme is so unlike everything else in the soundtrack. I don't know. It's not even really comparable.
Do we need a separate tier for Hachi?
Hachi tier.
Yeah.
hot shit tier. It's hot shit.
I'm gonna put it above Hachi.
I'm cool with that. Yep.
I'm okay with that. Yeah.
All right. Hachi might end up just being at the bottom of certified banger just because we don't know what to do with him, but we like it too much to put him in any other tier.
Yep.
All right. Next we got Javier.
Hachi is probably. I mean, Hachi is both broken and his music is a certified banger, so it's obvious he's the best CO in the game.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Now will we
next,
have a tune and eat it too?
yeah, Javier's theme I think is one of the most unique in the game. It's also probably the most upbeat, and you'll hear why right now.
Yeah. I'm ready to go to the circus, baby.
I mean, Javier is kind of a clown, so
This man just oozes personality through his theme song.
I love the flute in this song, actually.
Yeah, how it's just like, it's so bombastic, but then it brings it down for a bit, just to bring it back up. Like, yeah, this is, you know, earlier when I said, like, you know, dynamic versus disjointed, this definitely feels dynamic. Like, it's different, it differs in tone throughout it, but, like, for a purpose.
Like, this feels like some of that, like, super crazy Russian orchestra music with just an insane tempo, and, like, every piece of the orchestra just going mad.
Yeah.
You know what? Let me give you some quotes from Javier to tie this song to his amazing personality. My armor is like an iron dragon clad in a steel girdle. And one of my favorite, mighty spire of communication, imbue my blade with stabby might.
He's a weirdo. Yeah. Weirdly enough, it's tied for the shortest theme on the soundtrack as well. But like the tempo is so fast.
It doesn't feel like it.
Yeah.
I mean, even if it's the shortest theme, it still probably has more notes than the other ones.
Definitely, at least, especially compared to the ones tied for. To me, Javier's theme is the definition of a head bopper. When I hear that, I just want to start bopping my head.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd put it at the top of head bopper.
All right.
And
all right, I like that.
And you know what? I shall conclude Javier's position with the last of my favorite quotes from him. This day shall be the greatest of days, unless tomorrow is even greater.
See, he's such an optimist, so he's probably looking at being in the middle tier as like a half glass half full kind of thing. Like, yeah.
Yep.
So good for him.
Optimist Prime.
Also, the head bopping tier needs to be renamed to military hat tier.
It's a lot of military hats.
A lot of interesting and slightly different military hats in that middle tier there.
Well, it's definitely not gonna stay that way because I'm looking at the other military hats here, and
yep,
we'll see. We'll see. All right, next we have Jess's theme.
Ooh. I feel like shit's about to go down.
Will she deliver? She's got a little bit of that Jake vibe going on.
I like it. See, this gives me Command and Conquer vibes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I like this part. It brightens it up a notch.
Yeah, listen to that just bass going wild in the background.
And then it brightens up again.
Yeah. Like where else on the soundtrack are you getting your slap bass? Jess. That's where.
I love this theme because it's just like building up from a sort of like gritty like production kind of factory vibe up into this like just like this upbeat rock.
And the loop part here with the guitar licks added in. Love it. Yeah. I also think that, yeah, I didn't even want to talk during the beginning part of this because I think this theme has the best build up of any of the themes, pretty much. Because like that first like 20 seconds or so is completely unique to the beginning of the song. You don't hear it when it loops. A lot of the other songs loop pretty close to where they started, but Jess has that special little bit of build up. I'm super biased. I want to put this as a certified banger. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, it is a really good theme.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm okay with putting that there because it ranks up there with Jake.
I love the build. Like, and like this part here where it's just like the way it progressively kind of layers things on and takes them away in order to change the feeling of the song it's very well done.
Yeah. I just want to hear the build up one more time.
Oh yeah, I love this build up too. Like this is a really strong opening. This might be my favorite opening actually.
It's definitely mine, but again, Jess is my favorite CO, so. And then it just kicks in. I fucking love it. All right, so it's. I'm glad that you guys agreed with me that it's a banger.
It's a banger for sure. I like it
now
better
where
than.
does it go?
I like it better than Jake's theme.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if it's better than Grimm's.
You can probably guess my
yeah.
my feelings on that. But,
I could say it is better than Grimm's, to be honest.
I'm with you. I'd put it better than Grimm.
nice. All right.
I like Grimm.
I wasn't expecting that to be so easy.
The funny thing is, I like Grimm's theme, although I never really played Grimm because I just didn't really like his abilities as a CO.
Very, very specific playstyle you got to use when you're M.
Yeah.
All right. Next we got Jugger. A lot of JCOs. It's important to mention that Jugger is a robot.
Yep.
This first part sounds like that Pokemon. Da, 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 da.
I'll say this: Jugger is a good replacement for Flak.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, I like this part actually.
Yeah.
This is cool.
Key change. Love a key change.
This feels very villainous.
Mm-hmm.
It does.
Like, which doesn't fit Jugger that much because he's kind of bumbling because he's a robot. But
Get that chiptune breakdown at the end there.
yeah. Alright, what are you guys thinking on this one?
I'm thinking it's a bopper.
I would agree.
Okay. I think that's a good spot to put it. Where in the tier though?
Higher than Drake, lower than Javier.
I don't know. I mean, Drake's
I really
theme's-
like steel drums.
Drake's theme is weird, but I love it.
Okay. Okay.
I would put it at the bottom of Head Bopper personally.
Oh, I'd put it in front of Colin.
I'm with Santo. I'd put it in front of Colin.
I just don't like Colin.
Yeah. It's because you didn't play him.
Yeah, just against him. Alright, next we got Kanbei's theme, and I got a lot to say about this one.
Got some bad associations with Colin's theme.
Yeah. So, here's the thing. A lot of the COs in this game, like, they're not deep characters. A lot of them fit into a specific trope or stereotype. Kanbei's theme is the most stereotypical of all of them. It's just like, yo, Japanese samurai.
Yeah.
It's got everything that you would hear from any, like, samurai movie from the 80s or whatever. it's just like it's got that the plucked strings, the early on you hear the like click 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 click.
Yeah, I think the thing about this theme is that it's very stereotypical, but also I feel like even within that sort of category, that class of music, it actually isn't that good.
Yeah, like it feels like just a bunch of ideas smashed together.
Yeah, like now if you wanted an example of something that's sort of similar to this, also on a DS game, the Steel Samurai song from Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Now that is also, I mean, it's literally it's a samurai themed song. But it's an absolute, like, it is a banger, that Phoenix Wright song. It's so good. Capcom even made an orchestral version of the song with
that's great.
It's so good. And that's like so you can do a song like this because you're making something samurai themed and have it be actually good, which this is just sort of like you say, it just feels like they were like, "Oh, samurai, you just throw some samurai shit together and then that's the song."
And I also want to bring up one other thing. If you listen to like the main melody here is just kind of like a bit quiet in my opinion. The I don't know, like pluck strings part of the song is like, it feels a little loud here to me.
Yeah, it's almost
like if it's not mixed correctly.
Yeah, I feel like they tried to do some things with some harmonies too, but the harmonies are like the loudest thing happening at points, which is not quite. The harmonies shouldn't overpower the melody.
Yeah. Despite saying a lot of like negative things about it, I think I could still groove to this though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it's not awful.
Yeah, like.
It's just, I'd say it's like Kanbei's characterization. It's one-dimensional.
Yes, very. But Kanbei might want to make all the units, but he should have spent his money on a better theme song.
Is he good? He can be.
Alright, next we got Kindle's theme. We're gonna have a 3-pack of Black Hole COs here.
Yeah, this we're gonna take this theme on the road.
Oh, that's the next one. I love that opening.
Yeah,
it's like
it's a nice opening.
Weird bit there.
See, I think this is good.
Yeah, and that gets to this part here, and it's just like, this part here fits Kindle's character so well, as just kind of like haughty, pretentious, like urban socialite kind of character that she tries to present.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird like
also
cooing
just,
almost.
I think this is definitely showing. I would say like how when they got to Advance Wars DS, they really started doing a bit more with the themes.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's got a lot going on, but it works together very well.
Yeah, and like some of the older themes they did bring over and add parts to them to make it better. Like Jess's theme in Advance Wars 2 doesn't sound nearly as good as the DS version. So certain themes did get that attention, but definitely all the themes that were built specifically for it got a lot more. I really like Kindle's theme.
I'm into it.
Yeah, it's good.
I would go so far to call it a jam.
I would go so far as to spread it on toast.
I would go so far to mix it with peanut butter and jelly.
Alright.
Why would you mix jelly and jam? That makes no sense.
Don't argue with the vibe.
It's a textural nightmare.
I like it better than Hawk's theme.
I agreed.
I agree. But I like
might
hers
like
better.
it.
I think it belongs right in the middle there.
Okay.
Eh,
I
we can
I'm
put it
okay
there,
with
yeah.
that. Next up, we have Cole. If you might know, from last time, we ranked Cole very low on the tier list because we were just like, just play Adder. Uh, but his theme, on the other hand, I'm gonna put this out there right now. I love Cole's theme.
This is, yeah.
Like that, like that's in like the background the entire time, kind of like grounding it grounding the theme in a theme, for lack of better words, because I can't word.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's totally actually. Oh, what is it? I swear I have watched some videos about this, and there is a music term for that I don't know.
Yep. We're getting a lot of just like different stuff here. Because like Cole's theme also like he's kind of looks like a kabuki actor, so it's taking elements from that, but unlike Kanbei's theme, it feels like they're placed very well.
Yeah.
And also it's not just like, oh, we're gonna make a kabuki song. Like
My favorite part though is coming up. Just this like completely dirty bass line. It sounds like a Korn song or something.
Love it.
I like it too because I think they've gone into a weird scale there, which is, if I'm correct, like it's one of the harmonic scales, I think. Because it sounds a bit that Middle Eastern sound almost, and that's because of the scale choice. I want to say like it's Byzantine scale or something. It's got like a zillion names. But...
Yeah, I like the theme a whole hell of a lot.
This theme's really good.
Yeah.
It's too bad that Cole's such a terrible terrible CO.
Yeah.
So, where do we put him?
Oh, it's between the top two tiers for me.
Yeah, my first instinct was to say he's at the top of It's a Jam, but
Yeah.
yeah, that's my first instinct. Start with that.
Alex, how you feeling?
Oh yeah, I'm feeling that. I think
All right.
top of It's a Jam. Sounds good to me.
Get out your grit. All right. Next we got Lash.
I love this chiptune sound going on.
I mean, I love the elements of this song, but just like the instrumentation choice makes it sounds completely different to every other song on the soundtrack.
It does, yeah. It sounds, it almost sounds like it sounds, it sounds like a chiptune like crack. It sounds like a chiptune crack, honestly.
Yeah. And like this part here where it does get a little bit like harder and stuff. It still doesn't sound anything like the hard parts of everything else in the soundtrack.
Yeah, I think...
actually I lied. This is actually the shortest theme in the game. I like this part where it loops, but everything else, like, let me put it this way. I can't wait to hear the updated version of this one in the remake because other themes sound different from every other theme on the soundtrack, but this one, it's different in a way that I don't like.
Yeah,
personally.
it is somewhat out of place on the soundtrack. I agree, and it's a bit simple compared to a lot of the other themes as well.
Like the drums are just like, for the most part, just like normal bass snare, but you can barely even tell it's a snare.
Yeah, it sounds weirdly hollow in comparison to a lot of the other themes.
Yeah.
Like it feels like they could have done some things just with like the actual core melody. Actually, I really like that, but it's basically just doing that melody on like almost a straight sine wave or something.
Yeah,
which
like
is fine if that's what you're
they
going
could've done
for.
more.
But even like I would say a lot of the more modern, like even artists that do music in this style, like they're adding a lot of like effects, reverb, dynamic shifts to make it have a lot more texture, and that's what this lacks. Is that it doesn't have like if you're gonna do music in this sort of straight chiptune style, like I would say you got to do something to give it some texture and body, because on its own it feels too hollow. That's its biggest downfall to me.
So, are you thinking the same that I can, that you can groove to this?
I can groove to it.
Yeah,
but it needs work.
Or is it
it's
filler?
flawed, but
It's like
I don't think it's filler.
It's like a great. It's like it's got this. It's like the skeleton of a great song, and they forgot to put anything on the bones.
They forgot the bone marrow.
Yeah.
Just hollow bones like a freaking bird or
That
something.
is exactly where I would put it, Santo.
Yeah, at the very bottom.
Yeah.
That's where I want to put it. Alex, do you agree with that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I'm. You know what? I think. I'm just like, I'm thinking it could be so much better than it is, but it would need work.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, if anyone wants to
Next.
remix it, there you go. Go remix Lash's theme. Take that.
There you go.
Take that bumpin' melody and make something good.
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go with Max next.
I like the bass there.
Yeah.
This is what Andy's theme is trying to be.
This is what Eagle's theme should have been.
It's
It's got that same like dun, 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 like the
Yeah.
low melody to it, but the synth tone isn't this like screeching,
Yeah.
grating
Yeah,
pencil.
the
in your
synth
neck.
tone matches the rest of the song a lot better in this one.
Yeah.
This one actually reminds me a bit of the Terran theme from StarCraft, or some of the Terran themes.
Yeah. Speaking of good music,
Yeah,
Terran themes in StarCraft are amazing.
they are very
Yep.
good.
We got this like solo part here.
You know what? There's something about this. It does a bunch of cool things, but it doesn't stand out to me like some of the other songs do. I might put
Yeah,
it.
it's-
Yeah.
I'm in agreement with you. Yeah, I think that this is a very competent song, right? It's got reasonably good sound choices, the melodies and bass line, and what, like they work together, but it's not doing anything particularly interesting.
I'd either put it maybe near the top of You Can Groove to This, or maybe in Head Bopper, but I'm leaning towards to.
I'd say I can group. Yeah, we can group to it.
Yeah. I like it at the top as well.
Okay.
There you're at her.
Solid.
Yeah, it's another one of those themes that like it's grounded in the fact that it came from Advance Wars 1. So it was grounded in, the musical ideas of the time. To where like, if you have, 9 themes to make instead of 27, then, it's gonna sound a lot more unique when you only have 8 pieces of competition.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Nell.
I love this opening here.
Yeah, like the freaking scratches and like the add-in snare.
I wish.
And then it gets to this.
I wish this. Yeah, this lead synth. I wish it was a bit different.
Santo, was it you who I had the game where you played Nell and smashed the ever-living daylights out of me with nothing but infantry.
That sounds like something I would do.
I still remember my Neotank getting crushed by one of your infantry. It was really funny.
I have a reputation for being lucky, so.
Yeah, I quite like this song. It's got a few choices that I don't like, but this intro part here is it's so
really
good.
Yeah. It's a similar problem to Eagles for me, where it's like just change that lead instrument slightly, maybe I don't know, give it a little bit of reverb or something, and that'd make it totally okay. But I think the rest of it is really well put together.
It once again has that problem
Like
for me of not doing anything super memorable, but like it's not as though it's doing anything bad either.
I think one of the things that stands out with this song is that I think it uses the most record scratches of any of the songs on the soundtrack. Like they're kind of all over, even like a bit subtly.
Yeah. Oh no.
It also uses the claps really well.
I could groove to it.
I can groove to it. I like it better than Max's theme. I think it's like at the top of grooving.
All right, we can totally groove to that.
And if they fix that lead synth, like I think it could. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of songs
it could
here.
It could rise to be a jam.
That's the thing.
Sure.
There's a lot of songs here where their problems are what are holding them back, because the core ideas are actually quite good.
Yeah, like it's a hardware problem, not a ideas problem. It's like one of the things with, for example, the Days of Ruin soundtrack is that for that one they did use all like recorded samples for everything, and coming out of our DS, like the sound fidelity is just not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like that's literally like the only thing I'm excited about for this remake is to hear some updated high fidelity versions of some of the more lackluster themes in those games. All right, next, next we're gonna have to make up for the sins of the past because we got Olaf.
Yes.
Let's try to rate him correctly this time. I love sleigh bells. What can I say?
I love these sleigh bells, and what I particularly love about the sleigh bells in this song is that these sleigh bells feel menacing.
Yeah. Like, it's not the only song with sleigh bells on the soundtrack, and the two songs with sleigh bells have completely different tones to them, and they both work really well in my opinion.
Yeah. I love that little doo-doo-doo-doo.
Yeah, little flourish.
Like, this feels like a proper villain theme, and to be fair, like, Olaf was introduced as a villain initially, so...
Yeah, but that's mostly because he's just an idiot and gullible. And, like, extremely not arrogant. Just like... Nah, he's arrogant. Never mind.
Yeah, I love this theme, though.
Yeah, fits extremely well.
It fits incredibly well.
Yeah.
I'd put it somewhere in a head bopper. I was about to say you can groove to this, but I think it's better than that.
Yeah. I think it's a head bopper.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe...
Are we sure we don't want to talk it up like 3 more spots?
Not again.
No.
It loops, so it lasts for 2 turns. 2 turns.
Oh my lord.
Yeah. All right.
I love that big bell sound right there.
Yeah.
Bong.
Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't even notice that the first couple times. And my
Yeah. Again, this is another. That's another CO theme that I could totally see them just orchestrating that with like a nice orchestra, and it would be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Where do you like it in Head Bopper?
I'm thinking maybe just above Drake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that a lot. All right, next we got Rachel. Being Nell's younger sister, this song also has a ton of record scratches in it.
Yeah. I like this one.
Yeah, it's a very sunny, upbeat tune. I really like it.
Yeah. This is one of those ones that some of the instrumentation, it doesn't quite match to like any particular real instrument, but they've obviously made it with the hardware in mind, and they did a great job using that to make something that sounds good.
Arpeggios. And then just all of the record scratches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I like me some upbeat music, so
Yeah.
I want to rate this one fairly high.
I think it's a jam.
Yeah?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah. And I really love the instrument that they chose for the melody in this part too.
Yeah. Yeah, they did it. They did a great job choosing the instrumentation on this one.
I agree. I would put it maybe at the bottom of It's a Jam.
I want to put it above Hawk. I want to put it above Hawk. I don't know how you guys feel, but
I'd agree above Hawk, but I like the upbeatness. But Hawks is super menacing.
yeah, again, they're pretty different vibes. I think they both fit the characters well.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, Sean, any final thoughts? You all right with that, or do you really love Hawk's theme?
I would put that above Hawk for me.
All right, we've convinced you. Nice. All right, next we got Sami's theme. This is the theme that they chose. They chose this theme over the actual protagonist Andy's theme for the trailer for the upcoming remake. So that says a lot.
It's named Victory March. Got those record scratches still.
Mm-hmm.
See, I really like this theme.
Mm-hmm.
I've mentioned before how I think all the Orange Star COs kind of have a similar vibe, like with this sort of like kind of upbeat rock. But I think Sami's theme just executes the best on that idea.
Yeah, like of the like original crop of Orange Star COs, yeah, this is definitely my favorite.
Like you kind of got this synth stuff with a really good lead sound. You got the guitar backing it up.
Yeah, and just like Cole's theme, I think that just like the riff that we're hearing right now, it's present throughout and grounds it in a way that I think is really good.
Yeah.
So I want to rate this one fairly highly.
I also noticed that they're panning some of the sounds back and forth between left and right, which is like a classic technique in a lot of rock music, and
Yeah.
it really works well for this song.
Mm-hmm. yeah, hearing this one again, and that trailer, like that gave me chills.
Yeah. I
So-
say it's a banger.
I agree.
I say it's the OG banger. It's like
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm down to put it there.
Oh my god. My mouse really likes to double click sometimes. And so instead of pausing this video, I end up making it full screen and then bad things happen. Okay, so it's a banger. Where? How much of a banger is it? What certification?
I'm gonna put it ahead of Hachi.
I think that's
it's
very easy.
definitely ahead of Hachi. I would put it ahead of Jake too. I mean,
Okay.
personally, I'm biased because I love Sami. It's probably one of my favorite themes in the game.
All right, I think I could. I'm fine with that.
Like,
Okay.
I like
I-
Jake's theme. I like Grimm's theme, but I like Sami's better. Now, Jess's theme's actually really, really solid. So it's tough for me to compare those two. But
I don't think it's as good as Jess's theme.
Yeah, I agree. I'd be fine to put it there.
All right, cool.
now we've got a redhead, face-to-face redhead battle.
Yeah. All right. Does that mean we got to put Kindle and Cole up as well?
No.
Certified banker, only redhead.
No.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I could see those themes
Hey,
as
hey,
bangers
ha-
in
Head
with
bop,
different company.
Head bopper tier is still mostly military hat tier, but robots
and
don't wear
Jugger.
hats.
Yeah, clearly.
Robot is the hat. He's got an antenna. That's his hat.
Yeah, that's his military hat. It's probably used for military purposes.
It's used for communicating his robot rock. with the assets.
Nice. All right, next up we got the other Sleigh Bell song. We got Sasha's theme.
Off the top, it's a much more relaxed theme than Olaf's.
For sure.
You know, if Olaf's theme is an angry blizzard, this is like a joyful day on like the sledding down the snow-covered hill.
Yeah. And the sleigh bells are throughout instead of just kind of being at the beginning like Olaf's theme. Yeah. It's a little bit regal, I think.
Yeah.
I would
But
put
that
it.
still just but then it still just has this like this sick drum part here that mixes in with the claps.
My first
Yeah.
instinct is she
Nice
does the
baseline.
snow theme better than Olaf, and I want to put her ahead of Olaf on Head Bopper.
Oh, where are you thinking, Alex?
Yeah, I could see Headbot. I might even put her ahead of Javier. Cause I just this song's really nicely put together.
This is my favorite theme in the game. I don't even really have like the proper words to describe why I like it so much, but it just is my favorite theme in the game.
I mean, it's got a lot of great harmonies all throughout. Like the whole song is almost like everything is trying to harmonize together all the time in this song.
So I don't really know where to put this then.
I could even put it like at the. I don't know.
Like it doesn't have to be a banger. It doesn't even necessarily have to be a jam. If you guys don't think so, might just be a personal thing for me, but
I would put it maybe at the top.
I'm gonna leave
of
it to you
Bopper,
guys.
or at the bottom of its jam.
Alex?
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking like I was thinking between Javier and Hawk anyway. So, yeah. Is it a jam? You know what? It's a jam.
It's a jam.
Yeah.
Like honestly, like when I'm looking at the ones down on Head Bopper, yeah, I do like Sasha's theme better than everything there, like by a margin.
All right. I won't push. I won't try and push her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 spots ahead. That's just gonna take too much time to filibuster this. All right. Next we got Sensei. We're gonna learn a thing or two about themes here.
Oh my. What is happening?
You're going back to like the roaring 20s, my friend.
Heck yeah.
I feel like Sensei's like just driving us to the casino in his Rolls Royce.
And then, yeah, we've got this like lo-fi brass sound here.
Oh man, I love this song.
Yeah.
I'm feeling it.
Like there are some themes in the soundtrack that are very clearly trying to be like a real musical style, and this is 100% a big band jam.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I already have an idea of where I might put it too.
Share for the class.
I'm thinking below Hachi.
Ooh.
Certified banger.
Old men side by side.
Oh yeah.
I could be fine with that, yeah. I personally like Cole's a bit better, but yeah, it's so fun. It's such a fun theme. Like maybe the best instrumentation of any of the songs.
Hey, pretty sure Rolls Royce made helicopter engines at one point.
Sure, why not? Alright. Let's move on then to Sonia's theme.
This is nice.
Yeah, it's just nice.
Yeah. It sounds like something you'd hear on like a Super Mario party board game, one of their boards.
Yeah.
And the toad is trying to talk to you.
I do really love this synth tone that they chose here, though. It reminds me of a Final Fantasy song.
I could see that. I'd say actually the song in general has a bit of a somewhat medieval sound. Like Renaissance Fair-esque.
Okay, yeah. Medieval, like, I don't know about that, but yeah, Ren Fair, definitely.
Fake medieval, right? Not actual medieval songs.
I can agree with this.
It's like synthwave. It's not really 80s.
Better than Kanbei.
It's what we thought the 80s were like.
Oh yeah, I definitely think this song's better than Kanbei's.
Is it better than Adder's?
I'd say it's Head Bopper at least.
Okay.
Okay. Whereabouts in Head Bopper?
I'd probably put it just below Drake.
I'd put it below Jugger.
I'm with you, Santo. Yeah, I'd put it below Jugger.
Yeah, I like the robotness of Jugger's theme. Alright, just for ease of access here, we're going to skip Sturm and go to Von Bolt. Save Sturm for last again, because, you know, we're too lazy to make our own entirely separate tier list than what exists on Tier Maker that doesn't include Sturm, so let's go with Von Bolt. This is the other song with an amazing build-up.
It's so dark. If this doesn't scream final boss theme, I don't know what does.
Yeah, they did an excellent job with this theme.
It does the job so well.
And like because Von Bolt is a super old dude, they even have like kind of elements of what they did with Sensei here, with just like the big slamming drums.
Yeah.
Like this theme is majestic.
Yeah. Sounds like this wouldn't be out of place as like a Castlevania boss fight.
Oh yeah.
I love that little brief pause there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Certified banger in my
And
opinion.
it's got like just the right amount of dissonance.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah,
it's got enough dissonance to be villainous, but not so much that it like ruins what is like a very majestic song.
Mm-hmm.
It's very regal, but regal
Yeah.
like this is a tyrant. This is a tyrannic despot.
This is a czar. Yeah, I totally agree with Sean that this is a certified banger.
100%.
Now, where in the top tier do we put it though?
I would say.
I'm
Yep, go for it.
all right. I think if we're putting it any lower than Hachi's, then I'm gonna staunchly disagree with you guys. Do we like it better than Jake's? I think I personally do.
I agree. Yep.
Yeah, it's better than Jake's.
Okay.
Now we're at the part of the tier list where like these songs are pretty dramatically different.
Yeah,
and it's
and
hard
it gets pretty
compare
hard.
them. Like Grimm's theme versus Von Bolt's theme, I love them both, and they're almost like opposites.
Yeah.
Is it better than Sammy's then?
No.
Well, I haven't decided if it's better than Grimm's yet.
Well, if you're feeling about
I
tied,
think I might.
yeah.
I could, yeah, I could say above Grimm. I don't know that it's above Sami though. I love
Okay.
Sammy's theme.
Sammy's theme, like, it's too iconic now. It didn't used to be too iconic, but now it is. So
Things have
I
changed.
think leaving it here is good.
Yeah.
Now we get to Sturm's theme, and I'm guessing that you two probably are like me in that you're a lot less familiar with Sturm's theme.
Yeah, I mean, I
That
haven't
is correct.
played. Mostly it
I am
because
not
obviously
familiar with
Advance Wars
Sturm's
2, Advance Wars 2 was quite a while ago, and I don't think we played a lot more DS then.
We definitely played a lot
That
more
too.
DS. And like, if we were gonna play Advance Wars 2 against each other, we weren't gonna pick Sturm, that's for sure.
No, because Sturm was
He's broken as hell.
super broken.
And yeah, you only fight him like, is it once or twice in the campaign?
I think it might be twice.
Yeah, so that's obviously at the very end, so it's yeah, definitely didn't hear this theme a lot, but let's try and jog some memories here because like I when I first heard this again in preparation for this, I was like, wow, there's a lot of words that I would think Sturm's theme would be, but what it is surprised me. But yeah, like this opening here has got like, the same kind of like things that are in a lot of the other black hole themes. But then it gets funky.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Like Sturm's a mean guy, but he knows how to lay it down.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like that entire guitar part there just like threw me so off guard. And it's really good too. And a very abrupt loop. So yeah, where are we feeling on Sturm? It's a little bit difficult to rate. Like you can definitely hear like the differences between how this sounds and how the DS themes sound.
Yeah, I like this theme a lot. I'd say probably somewhere in it's a jam.
Okay.
Yeah.
Agree? Disagree?
I agree.
All right. All right. Where though do we put it? I mean, I know I'd probably put it at the bottom.
I was actually thinking the
Because
same thing.
Having to put it over Sasha would wound me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could
All right.
drop it at the bottom.
Okay. So that's the tier list, and this just goes to show that like, I mean, we made this tier list so that even the bottom tier is like not necessarily bad, and it's still top heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this game has such good music, and so many of the themes fit so well for the characters, and yeah, jams and bangers abound.
It's true.
That sounds like a disgusting English like breakfast.
Jams and bangers.
Yeah, that sounds like some gross shit that the English would come up because their cuisine is terrible.
Yeah. It's just beans, just like boiled in marmalade.
Oh God. That sounds horrible.
Oh my god.
All right, well that's it for this tier list. Hope you enjoyed. Look forward to more videos in the future, and if you like what you heard, check out our podcast, Angry Sun Zone.
Available
It's
on
on
Spotify, Apple Music,
Amazon, Google,
RSS
and
feed.
yeah, always the humble RSS feed.
It's available on Android, Windows.
It's available on pretty much everything. Just search your podcast
Mac.
provider and find us.
Yeah.
Also subscribe to YouTube, and you can get more videos like this or
It's
better
available.
videos.
Yeah.
No, I think this is where we peaked. It's not gonna get better than this.
That's it.
All right. Well,
Thanks,
thanks for
guys.
watching, and see you around.